Here's 5 tips to negotiating an offer on a house. Tip number 1. Make offers first and ask questions later. Don't give another buyer a chance to steal it by dragging your feet. If you're the only offer, you should be able to negotiate contingencies about the home's condition that can also buy you time to think about the home. The most common contingency is the due diligence deadline. During this time of your offer, you will be able to get a home inspection to check out important things like the wiring, plumbing, appliances, and the roof. This date says you can back out of the home and get your earnest money back no matter what the reason is. So you still have time to change your mind if you're not 100% sure about the house. Tip number 2, ask for discounts after your offer is accepted. If you've negotiated time to do an inspection and get bids to do any issues or remodeling that you might need, consider sending your bids with photographs of the problems of the home with an addendum asking for a price reduction. You can also ask the seller to pay closing costs in exchange for these items, making the case that the other homes that are in the area or that were used in the appraisal didn't need these things. At this point, the seller may be ready to make a better deal as they've already got a new home under contract and they don't want to lose this one and move on to a new buyer. Tip number 3, the bidding war. So you find the perfect house only to discover yourself in a bidding war.
We'll start the bidding at $140,000.
$140,000.
190.
$200,000.
The vessel goes to
$100 million.
When this happens, you will likely not have the luxury of taking several days to think about things, but it may even mean you must remove your due diligence contingency. While this does increase your risk, one trick that can help is to order your home inspection the moment you submit your offer. If you're able to get an inspector in the home ASAP, you'll at least have some idea what's wrong with the home before you're required to submit your earnest money deposit, which is typically not due for 3 business days after they accept your offer. Removing your contingency means the seller can keep your deposit if you back out for any reason. This is often the difference of what an offer they will take versus one they won't, because they'll have some assurance that you're not wasting their time while they mess around with some other buyer. Tip number 4, the escalation clause. One trick to avoid paying too much for a home is to offer a set amount of money more than any other offer. So let's imagine there's 3 offers and the highest one is $5,000 more than the rest. You could offer to pay $5,000 more than any other offer. This typically comes with some sort of a ceiling on what you're willing to pay, so it gives you the out in case the final offer is just more than you can stomach, but still keeps you in the running with the least amount of price increase. Tip number 5, meet the seller. Another strategy to winning in multiple offer situations is to pop in on the seller and introduce yourself.
Hey. Yeah. Hey.
There's nothing more human than putting a face to a piece of paper. This can be dangerous, and the seller may be put off by your aggressiveness, but it's sure to help get your offer noticed at least. I've heard of it going both ways, especially when the buyer made a compassionate appeal to the seller about how they can already see their kids growing up in the home. Another option is to just hand write a letter with your offer, which may work just as well. Check out icansavemoney.com to find your best mortgage options, or just give me a call at 800-340-5465 to take the next step. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more helpful mortgage information. Feel free to send me a message with your mortgage questions, and remember to make this moment a great one.